Many people today in the media and academia like to claim that the Gospels are not reliable, that they're somehow mythic or legendary. But C.S. Lewis really gave the lie to that, not because he was a trained Bible critic, but because he was a trained professor of ancient literature. Lewis read the ancient literature that's contemporary with the Gospels. And when you read the Gospels in their context, they come across as what they are: sober biographies. If you ever get a chance to read Ovid's Metamorphoses, look what the miracles are like in that book. That book is fairly contemporary to the Gospels. The Gospels are not legendary, they're not mythic, they're sober biographies. In fact, Lewis said, and he's right, that of all the people of the ancient world, the one person we know the best is Jesus. The only one who comes close to that would be Socrates. But we seem to feel we know Jesus. We can say, is that something Jesus would have said or not? Because the Gospels are full of realistic historical details that actually will not really be seen again until the sort of modern novel, the sort of realistic novel of the 19th century. The Gospels, again, in their context, are even more reliable than if you read them out of their context, because they are different. They present a real live human being. Now, as Lewis looked at the Gospels, he made one of his most famous arguments. He said that people reading the Gospels like to say, oh, Jesus was a good man, a prophet, but nothing else. But if you read the Gospels carefully, that is not a tenable reading of the Gospels. Jesus makes incredible claims to be the way, the truth, and the life, to be equal to God, to be worthy of worship, to be worthy to have the right to forgive sins. He makes claims that only someone who was God could claim. Now, Lewis said there are people out there who claim to be God, but those people are either lunatics in an insane asylum, or they are deceivers, liars, sort of false prophets who want to trick people into following them. But nobody who reads the Gospels sees Jesus as either a liar or a lunatic. Well, if he's neither of those, that points to him actually being the Son of God, who he claimed to be. Now, what's interesting is that Jesus' enemies, the Pharisees, they never claimed Jesus never said that. What they said was Jesus did claim to be equal to God. That's because he was a blasphemer and was worthy of death. And we need to be honest and understand that if Jesus was only a man, only a prophet, only a rabbi, then the Pharisees were right to accuse him of blasphemy and turn him over to the Romans to be killed. So even Jesus' enemies know what he says, but they were willing to say either that he was a liar or a lunatic, or in between, that he was possessed by demons. But again, nobody sees that. And so if he's not a liar or lunatic, there's a good reason to believe that he was who he claimed to be.